I got an invitation to a gay hookup. It was Friday night and I was at work. There was going to be an external audit on Monday, so I was helping make sure the books looked right and everything was in order. I was supposed to be having fun tonight with my friends and unwinding, but instead, I was stuck here. It was no secret that I hated my job. But what choice did I have? I had bills to pay. The promise of a bonus at the end of the month also prompted me to do the extra work. The only thing making it worse was that Devin, the boss's son, and my supervisor was there. He and I never got along since day one. I don't like the guy, neither does he like me. I feel like he's spoiled and he's always trying to make me look bad to his dad. Before he came to work here, I was going to get his position, but nepotism has a home here, so I guess I was out of the question. I feel like he's a spoiled brat with zero work ethic. If it was not for his dad, who was the kindest man I had ever met, then I would have quit a long time ago. I had no life of my own. Most of my time was spent in the office, working. It was not surprising that I had no love life of my own. It was not just because of how busy I was. I was just bored by everyone I met. The dating pool was infested nowadays. People failed to value relationships. They acted as if it was all a game. I wanted no part of that. I wanted something that would last. I wanted a best friend, someone I could depend on, and a partner in crime, all in one. My standards were simply too high for anyone, so why did I even bother? I did say that I had no love life, but that did not mean that I did not have a crush. There was a cute guy called Theo from the tech department. He always brought fresh energy to the office. He was kind, helpful, and very funny. It was impossible not to fall under his spell. It was safe to say that I was mildly interested in him, but I was never going to make a move. I was just too shy. He had beautiful brown skin, dark eyes with long lashes, a tall and lean physique, and short dark hair. He liked wearing sportswear, which was a welcome reprieve from the boring pants and shirts everyone wore here. He was also very helpful. He never complained when I called him 10 times a day to help me with tech-related stuff. I hoped that one day we could hang out outside of work, but I had no such luck. I was busy with the paperwork when my phone buzzed. I thought of ignoring it, but my brain was already turning to mush just by sitting there. I figured that a 5-minute break wouldn't hurt. Also, Devin was nowhere to be found, which meant that I could do what I wanted. So then rebellious little me decided to check what the message was. My jaw dropped when I saw what the message said. I was very puzzled. I was not expecting that in the least. Unknown. What are you wearing? Me. Who is this? Unknown. This is Hot Nerd. Have you forgotten me already? Naughty but nice? Me. Sorry. What are you talking about? Unknown. I see. You are shy. Do not be. Once I come over to your place and keep the promise I made to you, then you will not be so shy. This intrigued me. Why was such a weird thing happening to me of all people? I was about to block the person, but I wanted to know more. Maybe I was bored and would come to regret it, but I was tired of all the monotonous life that I had led. Even if it was just indulging a troll, I needed a break. Me. You must have gotten the wrong number. Bold of you to assume that I am playing dumb, though. Unknown. Sorry, dude. I blue-ticked the message, but then he started typing again. Unknown. Some people are into that. I guess I got the wrong number. Let me ask the guy who gave me the number. Me. Sure. You're a bold girl, though. Unknown. I'm not a girl. What makes you think that? Me. You said a guy gave you the number. I'm a guy as well. Unknown. Oh, I see. Let me log onto the site. I met him and ask him what's going on. Me. Good luck, dude. Unknown. So he blocked me. Me. What? Dude, that sucks. People are weird. Unknown. I knew it was too good to be real. You do not find Channing Tatum's doppelganger on a site like this. What was I thinking? Me. The struggle is real. Next time, try to find someone the organic way. Unknown. Oh, really? If only I could go out. I'm always busy with work. I pretty much live here. I was thinking of ditching since I'm one of the last people here, but yeah, those plans fell through. Same here. I want to ditch so bad. I think that I've been glued to this chair for the past 16 hours. You. Well, then that sucks. Same boat. I would like to know what you would do if you ditched. Me. I think I would sleep for more than 5 hours. Unknown. Lame. No hot hookups or anything? Me. I have not had a hookup in so long, I think my libido is non-existent now. Unknown. Same here. So then we continued to text, complaining about our jobs. It felt nice to speak to someone in between the breaks that I got. It made the night much less boring and much more bearable. Soon enough, it was nearly midnight, and it was time to go home. I went over to Devin's office to tell him that I was now leaving. I was so grateful that I had bought myself a car a few weeks ago. It was not fun at all to struggle to find an Uber on weeknights. Most of the time I would have no choice but to endure taking a ride from Devon. I knocked on his door to tell him that I was going now. I could not believe that he was actually on his phone. His work's not even halfway done. I would not be surprised if I found it on my desk tomorrow morning. It was something that only he would have the guts to do. I silently reminded myself that I needed a job. With the current economy, quitting one's job was very risky. I have friends who were qualified for good jobs who had been sitting at home for several months. It was not fun, so I gritted my teeth and I told him that I was on my way. Sure, whatever, he said as he continued to scroll through his phone. I turned to walk out of his office. Oh, and Bill? He said. I turned to look at him. His snow-white hair was perfectly styled, with not a hair out of place, and he was clean-shaven. His icy blue eyes looked bored just at the sight of me. The feeling is mutual, buddy, I thought to myself. Yes, I forced a smile. Please do take this paperwork to your desk. I want you to have a look at it, he said. Great, will do, sir, I smiled. I left the office before he even said another word to me. The only thoughts comforting me were those of my bed waiting for me. Going home now, just got out of work. So tired. Unknown. Lucky you, I'm still here. Me. Good luck though. I sent the text as I got into my car. I started the engine and then I drove off. I arrived home in a couple of minutes. One of the benefits of working for my company was that I had gotten a beautiful apartment close to work at a discounted rate. As soon as I got home, I went to bed and slept. I had a dreamless sleep due to my tiredness. I was glad that I had an uneventful night. I suffered from a few sleeping problems that had manifested when I was in college. I got sleep paralysis and night terrors quite often. No pills worked for me, so I had to endure it. Sometimes I did not experience them, and those were the happiest times of my life. I woke up the next morning feeling refreshed until I remembered that I had to go to work. That was not the thing that I wanted to do especially today, but I got up and went to take a shower. The water felt so relaxing on my skin and I felt as I could stay there forever. In all honesty, I wanted to. When I got out, I got dressed and ate some cereal. As I was eating, my phone buzzed with a message. I checked who it was and I saw that it was unknown from yesterday. I could not help but smile. I had only known this guy for a few hours, but I thought that we were going to be very good friends. Unknown. Good morning. You? Me. Hey there. What are you up to today? Unknown. I have an off day, so lucky me. You want to hang out? Me. Can't. I'm the only one working today. It's for extra pay and I need the cash to assist with my mother's medical bills. Unknown. Sorry about that. I wish my mom was still alive. Me. I'm sorry to hear of her passing. So then, he and I began talking more and more frequently. He seemed to get me. We were both suffering from the stress that is adulthood, and that brought us closer. I got to know who he was and what his dreams were. He told me that he did not like his job. He was just doing it so that his family would approve. He also told me that he wanted to do something else with his life, something in the field of medicine. He wanted to become a male nurse. We talked mostly during the night. In between breaks from our work, I realized that we did not know each other's names the other day, and we talked about that. What's your name, by the way? Unknown. My friends call me Vince. Me. Oh, I'm Bill. Vince. I know a Bill. Me. I hope that I'm still your favorite Bill. Vince. Of course, you will always be my favorite Bill. I started to get used to talking to him, and I started looking forward to his messages. One day, we both had an off day, which was something so rare. Due to how far he was, he could not visit me, but we scheduled a call. My heart beat fast when I saw the incoming call. Hi, he said. Damn, I like the sound of his voice. It also sounded very familiar. Could not quite place where I had heard him before. But yes, he sounded like someone that I knew. Hey there, I chuckled a bit. Why are you laughing? He asked. Right, nothing, I giggled. I got very giggly when I was nervous, which was my worst character trait. The number of times I giggled during a time when I was in trouble at school was countless. I had only managed to land myself in more trouble. Really, he said. My tummy suddenly got all tingly. Was I so nervous? It's just a call. Yes, so sorry about that. I get giggly when I'm nervous, I said. So, I make you nervous? He asked. I began. I did not want to admit that I was nervous. It's okay, I'm just messing with you, he laughed. After that, I loosened up and I started to talk to him. It was so much better on a call. We chatted for hours. Hey, we should meet sometime soon, I asked. Most definitely. Where do you live? He asked. Greendale Village, I said. Oh, I work near there, but I live in Silver Peaks, he said. Oh, where do you work? I asked. Aerial banking and financial services, he said. No way, I work there as well, I said in delight. Oh my god, we must have already met, he said. Oh really? This is so cool, we have to meet in person at work tomorrow, I said. Nah, I need it to be more special. Drinks at Lonnie's pub? He asked. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Cannot wait to see you there, he said. We hung up soon after that because we had some work to do. I turned our conversation in my head for a while, wondering who he was. He said that he lived in Silver Peaks. Wait, did Theo not live in Silver Peaks? Was it him? Oh my word. I would die if it was him. But wait, he had said his name was Vince. Theo's name is not Vince, or was it? I went to our company's website and checked on the section about our staff. It was a long shot looking for him, as only the higher up people were on the website. But he was very important in the tech department, so I was sure that I would find him. Sure enough, I found him. My eyes widened in shock as I noticed his full name was Vince Theodore Roberts. I screamed at that moment. The gods were smiling down upon me for sure. Theo was the guy that I had been speaking to. I wonder if he knew that it was me. I hoped that he did not expect me to be the other Bill from the HR department. He was considerably better looking than me. I got along with the rest of my day. I ordered some takeout and watched some Netflix. I binge-watched the second season of The Witcher, which had just come out a few months ago. It was one of my favorite shows. Later on, I took a break from the series and texted Vince. It was evident that both of us were very excited about meeting each other the next day. The next day, I felt as if the day was dragging more than usual. Devin was extra annoying, making us work faster for no reason. You would think that he was going to heaven. I did not even get a chance to talk to Theo the whole day. I did see him once, and I had smiled at him though. He had smiled back at me in a friendly manner. I felt my insides turn weak at his $1,000,000 smile. I could not wait for tonight. I had broken my own rules and I had worn black jeans and some sneakers to work. It was a bit more casual than my usual style, but I wanted to impress him. When the clock finally struck for me to go home, I nearly leaped from joy. Lonnie's was a few minutes away from our workplace, so I decided to walk instead of drive. I knew for certain that I would not find parking at the time, when everyone was having after-work drink. I walked in for a couple of minutes and was soon at the pub. It was dimly lit with some music playing through the speakers. There was already a few people drinking, most of them were wearing formal wear. They probably came to drink away the stress of their jobs. I texted him to ask where he was. He said he was wearing a blue shirt. I told him that I was wearing a black one. I looked around and saw Theo sitting alone at the bar. He was wearing a greenish-bluish shirt. I figured that it could be seen as blue in some people's eyes. Hey there, I said to him. Hi, what a nice surprise, he said. Gosh, he was so funny, acting as if he was not expecting me. Classic. Same, of all places, I giggled, pulling him in for a hug. He hugged me back, but when he pulled away, he was giving me a strange look. Yes, I did not know that you liked this pub. It's a nice place to have a colleague to moan about work to, he said. Yep, you've been doing that all this week. At least now you can do it in person, I chuckled. He looked at me in confusion. When we were texting, I explained. Maybe he did not remember, or my texts were not important to him. That would not be the first time I was treated like that. I don't know what you're talking about, Bill, he said. I've been texting you all week. We work in the same company, you and I. I arranged to meet here today, I said. Nope, he gave me a blank look. Then who had I been talking to? He was the only person that matched the person that I had been texting. Maybe someone had been playing a cruel prank on me. I think you were talking to me, a very familiar voice said. I smiled as I recognized it, as the one that I had spoken to yesterday. I turned around and the person I saw was the one person that I did not expect to see. It was Devin. To be continued. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to become part of our Rainbow Force and stay wholesome.